everybody. So we are continuing on with solving systems of linear equations, but today we're doing another day of elimination. So again, please take out your worksheet and we're going to do these along. You're going to hopefully do these along with me. Okay, so we're going to start with number 3 from your worksheet. Again, we're going to do elimination. And what elimination really means is you draw this line and you add down. So hopefully something cancels out. The tricky part of number 3 is how many x's do you have? Okay, so if you have 1x and 2x, that's 3 x's. Now I have a negative y and a positive y here. So those are the ones that cancel. There's my equal sign. And this is 20. Nope, not 20. 11 plus 19. Double check in your calculator for me. I believe that's 30. Okay, then I just divide to get x by itself, and I get x equals 10. And then I pick either one of the equations. I'll do the top one. So it's x minus y equals 11. Okay, so I'm going to minus 10. So I have a negative 1y, be careful of that, equals 1. So I have to divide at the end, and y equals negative 1. And again, my answer is going to be the ordered pair 10, negative 1. That's your final answer. Okay, take a look at that, see if it makes sense. Okay, now let's do 5. Here's the difference though. I want you to see these are both minus 9s, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're going to multiply either the top or the bottom by a negative 1. Okay, it doesn't matter if I do the top or the bottom. It's totally up to you. I'm a rebel. I'm doing the bottom. If you want to do the top, just don't do both. Okay, so what I'm going to do really is distribute this negative 1 there, which gives me a positive 4x there, which gives me a positive 9y. The equal sign goes along and all the way down there. Now that's a positive 23. So what you're doing is multiplying by negative 1 really just changes the sign. The top one I'm just going to rewrite. And what you're going to notice then, if all I need is a sign change, like 2 negatives, I need to multiply through one of the equations by negative 1. And look, now here I have a positive 9y and a negative 9y, and those will cancel. Okay, so how many x's do I have? I have a positive 2x. Again, my y's cancel. My equal sign gets brought down, and negative 25 plus a positive 23 is negative 2. Okay, then this should be the easy part, just getting x by itself, and that's a negative 1. Now I go back to either one of my original equations and I put in a negative 1 for x. So I'm going to choose the top one just because I can see it. Okay, so x is negative 1. So it's negative 2 times x, which is negative 1, minus 9y equals negative 25. Now I solve. This gives me a 2 minus 9y equals negative 25. Okay, I'm going to minus 2. No, that's really a negative 9. Don't lose it. Negative 9y equals negative 27. I'm going to divide. And if I don't remember what that is, I can use my calculator, but I know that is 3. So my answer is negative 1, positive 3. Nice. Okay, ready? Let's do another problem. Look, number 7. Now, if I don't want to show all of that work, I can remember that multiplying by -1, all it does is change the signs. So watch, if I want to do the second equation again, because I like to, that would make that -6x a positive, that +3y a negative, and that -12 a positive. That's all multiplying by -1 does. And now I add down, and the x's cancel, so I'm left with 3y's because you have a +6 and a -3, and 6 plus a +12 is 18. Okay, divide everything by 3, and you get y equals 6. Okay, now plug it into either one. Again, I often like the top one, -6x plus 6 times 6 equals 6. That's a whole bunch of sixes, but that's okay. And now I just have to solve for x. Okay, so I'm going to minus 36. So I have a -6x equals a -30, and divide and divide. And I get x equals a +5. So when I write my ordered pairs, just make sure I write the x first and the y second. Just be careful of that. Okay? Okay. Let's see here. Ooh, now just doing a switching of the sign isn't going to help me. Okay? But what you're going to notice is if I multiply through, say, the top equation by 7, do you see the y's are going to cancel? It's a little different, okay? And again, I have to do that to all the terms. I just kind of noticed, ooh, well, I have y, and I have a -7y below it. I want it to be positive. Okay, so that top equation would become 35x, 7y's, and 7 times 9 is 63. Okay, then I'm just going to rewrite this. And now I'm going to go and see, do I have something eliminate? Yes. Okay, so I have I like to use my different colors, 45x. Do you see the 7s eliminate? And 63 plus a -18 is 45. Oh, that ends up so nice. Okay, so I get x equaling 1. And then again, I like the top equation. I'm going to go back to my original 5x plus y equals 9. I always tend to go back to my original. 5 plus y equals 9. So you can see, obviously, y equals 4. So my final answer is 1, 4. Okay? Okay. Now, the hardest part here would go, it's not just a positive and a negative. It's not just a 1 number. But if I look here, I can multiply through here by a -3, because just a 3, they're both negative, isn't going to work. But if I multiply 3 times 3, it's 9, negative times a negative. And look, then my x's here will cancel. Think about that for a minute, because that's the goal. So if I multiply through, this gives me a positive 9x. This gives me a -21y, then the equal sign, and this -3 times -16 gives me a positive 48. Okay, then the bottom one I just rewrite. Okay, and now I eliminate. So do you see the x's eliminate? Then -21 plus 5 gives me a -6. 16y, and 48 plus 16 gives me 64. And then I take that 64 in my calculator and I just hit divided by negative 16, and I get y equals negative 4. And again, now we just solve. I'll use the top equation. We don't know x, but we know y is negative 4. Okay, so I have negative 3x. This becomes a negative 28. Okay, and I'm going to divide, not divide yet, holy moly, minus 28 becomes plus on both sides. So I still have that negative 3x. Negative 16 plus 28 is 12. And I'm going to divide as my last step. There we go. Remember, this is my equals. X equals negative 4. So when I write my ordered pair, my X goes first and my Y goes second. I know that was a lot. Take that in. Take a look at it and see what you got. Okay. Okay. So do the practice, check it with the key, and please do the daily formative. Okay. Have a great day, everybody. And again, come ready for questions on the next time I see you.